to Friday night.
All right, I sent it to you.
Live it up, oh yeah. Friday night. Friday, I'm in love.
Friday night.
And you know it's a party.
Come on, let's party!
Shit.
RadioBuzz.com. Streaming the best rock worldwide.
RadioBuzz.com. I'm Chris Seward, and we are live here with the Kirk Lockhart Show. And we're going to connect up with Kirk Lockhart as he is traveling into the station as we speak. Kirk, are you still there? All right. He's going to jump in. You're going to jump in on the... you got that link? All right. Kirk Lockhart Show is a media strategist. He works on Facebook and all the platforms, as well as a web designer. He can get you going online very quickly and get you seen. Here is Kirk Lockhart. Let's get him on the... there he is. Kirk. Let's see. I can't hear you on the... let me turn you off on the phone here. All right, let's see if we can get Kirk connected here. Kirk, can you hear me okay? We can see him. He's not connecting here quite yet. So let's just stand by until we can get a feed here. But you are tuning in to Radio Buzz. Go ahead and share this broadcast. Share to everyone you know. And we'll get everyone coming in here. Kirk will show up here momentarily. Don't anyone go anywhere. I'm Chris Seward here with RadioBuzz.com. This is the Kirk Lockhart Show. We'll be starting momentarily. And we are live here on RadioBuzz.com. We have Kirk Lockhart. Kirk, are you there?
Kirk is here. What's happening, brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you okay. Yes, thank you for joining us.
Give me 2 minutes, man. You ain't got me on the screen, do you? Please tell me you don't have me.
We got you live up on the screen right now.
I got a car right next to me. Hold on. Beautiful car.
Today's show is sponsored by Tracy Lincoln Travel. Go visit her Facebook page there and like it, share it, let everyone know.
All right, I'm walking up the stairs, brother. God, it's beautiful today.
Gorgeous day today.
Hey, y'all see you got the bike spiked up out here, man.
Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful day for a ride.
Are you going down to are you going to like Sacramento this weekend?
No. There he is. Here's Kirk.
What's going on?
Now we can start the show.
Most unique opening ever. Hey, so we were going to go remote today, which would have been really cool.
All right. So right there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We have Kirk Lockhart. He is here in the studio now. You can go ahead and turn that one off. And we have a guest going to be calling in as well. You had your phone still playing.
We had quite a few. We had people calling me to the last minute.
Look at that. All right, we have a few viewers. Thank you for joining us. Place any comments and just go ahead and like the video and share it with everyone. And we're going to get things rolling here. All right.
You don't have the camera on me, do you?
I do have the camera on you. There he is, Kirk Lockhart. And we are live, radiobuzz.com. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Streaming the best rock worldwide.
Anytime you're ready, man.
You had me on already? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you've been ready. You've been on. The whole world's watching him.
The whole world's watching me in Southern California. I was driving and
he was driving and the phone went off.
And the police, it crashed once. The phone did. But I guess that's the beauty of having a producer.
You're live on Radio Buzz.
We got a call coming in.
You got to turn the computer off. Hello.
Who is that?
Hello.
This is Tracy.
Turn the broadcast off.
I can hear it in the
You got
background.
to turn your computer off. Turn the video off. Now we just got to wait for her to hear that after a few minutes.
Okay, who's it calling?
Hello, you're live. You've been
This
live.
is Tracy Lincoln calling from Dallas, Texas.
Hi, Tracy. Can you turn the video off? Is that what
I did. I
Okay.
turned it off.
There you go. And you're live with Kirk Lockhart.
Hello.
Hi, Kirk.
Hey, Tracy, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
The Dallas, Texas, like the TV show? The real
Is it
Dallas?
like the TV show? No, it's nothing like the TV show.
Okay. So, what's the weather like down there? It's sunny and beautiful out here.
It's real nice. It's nice today, but I'm actually in the office, but it's real nice today. It's about 70.
About 70. Okay,
Yes.
so Tracy, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It was our pleasure. Tell us a little bit about your business.
My business is called ShoesThatCruise. I am a independent travel agent.
Okay.
And we basically sell cruises. Well, not cruises. We basically sell anything travel.
Mm-hmm.
Anything travel that you want to do. I'm an independent travel agent to sell any types of trips.
You say you just do trips in Texas?
No, I do them all around the world. I do
The globe.
cruises 24, wherever you want to go, I can do a trip to.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. We stream worldwide, so it doesn't matter who contacts you.
It doesn't matter who contact me.
Okay,
I can get them wherever they want to go. I'm with a company that partners with over 1,000 major brands, American Airlines, Delta. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying their names or not, but we're partnered with a lot of airlines, a lot of hotels, a lot of resorts, and we can do trips from anywhere. I can get your flight from wherever country you're in to fly into the U.S. or to fly from the U.S. to another country. So,
and I heard you say,
and we do cruises as well.
and I heard you say ShoesThatCruise, which implies that I can take like a cruise. I can get in the water and go anywhere I want.
You can take a cruise.
Okay, but you say in flight too, so it's both air and sea.
Both air and sea.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And I believe we have your URL. I have it in the lower third of the screen so people can see it.
Yeah, and I'm showing some photos here of some of the things you have on your Facebook page. Some gorgeous photos. Look at these.
Oh my God.
This
Thank
is
you.
beautiful. And low cost packages. You can go anywhere in the world.
Wow.
I can go anywhere in the world. Yes.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. That's exciting. Travel, get away. Sometimes I just want to get away. I swear. This morning I was trying to get away. I tried to click my heels and get through the mountains.
Get to the mountains. Okay,
Yeah.
we can do that.
We can. There you go. Don't miss an opportunity. Don't miss the sales opportunity here. So, do you believe in cruises? Which one do you prefer?
I prefer. I took my first cruise at an age of 41, and I think if you're trying to save money or you want to incorporate a lot of things with a small amount of money, I think cruises is the way to go. But some people are afraid of water. I mean, I don't know, but I love cruises. There's a lot of things that are on the ships. If you don't want to get off at the different ports, you can do a lot of things on the ship. The ship provides mostly everything.
Okay.
And the cruises are basically all inclusive. So you don't have to pay for any food or anything, just alcoholic drinks. But the food is all inclusive. So it's pretty reasonable for a family.
Okay.
Versus getting on an airplane.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah,
Right.
It is. It's making me thirsty and hungry. And you know what? I really, the thing here at Ask Kirk Lockhart is our focus is social media, and looking at what you do is something that makes me think about the strength of social media. That you can connect with people anywhere on the planet today, something you couldn't do years ago. Anywhere on the planet, your business can transcend across lines, borders, states, mountains, waters. You know, and are you taking advantage of social media? Do you see how you as a person, as a business owner, can you feel how deep that is to be able to connect with people anywhere? Is it just me? I swear sometimes I wonder if it's just me.
No, it's just you.
I think it's a good connection because I mean with the friends to friends, like the 6 deep or whatever with your friends.
Yes,
you can get across from anywhere. So I think the internet works well.
Okay, and you're on. You guys, do you sell other things besides travel? I mean, I heard you say something about other. Talk to me about other.
Yeah, I sell travel and I sell anything. I sell events like major sports games. I sell concerts, comedy shows, anything having to do with fun. I can sell tickets to, and then activities in your local areas.
And you're in Dallas, my dude.
You're
in Dallas now, my dude.
I'm in Dallas, but wherever city you're in, and you want to do something local in that city, I can search for an activity for wherever you are.
Okay, my
in
man,
your surrounding area.
My man Kevin Hart, he's on tour. What can you do? Could you help me with that?
I can get you a ticket. If you're in California, but you want to go see Kevin Hart in Arizona, I can make that happen.
Okay.
But if you want to see him in California and there's tickets in California, I can look up the tickets and get you tickets in California.
Okay. Magic man. Okay. You can do that. Magic lady. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm glad you came out today. ShoesThatCruise. And we're gonna push you out there, and it'll be in the video. It'll be in the description. And when we go live and our podcast goes live on Facebook, it's going to also be shared on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and there'll be other places you can be found as well. So thank you for coming on the show today. Whew, have a great weekend.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You think you can come back next week?
Oh, I know. I'll try. I'll let you know.
Okay, we're going to try to get you here. Maybe if you're out this way, we can get you in the studio. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'll work on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Tracy. All right.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
So, Chris, let's catch up with our week. Thank you.
Very nice. Let's
catch up with our week. It's been a very interesting week. I was up really late working, and I caught a buzz about somebody very famous going to prison.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know? Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. You know how some things there could be a dark thing that can be bad. You can say, oh no, don't talk about that. But there were so many people happy that this person went to prison because he was, I guess it's I don't know if it's the climax of the not me. What is it? Me Too. Me Too.
Yeah.
And all of that. Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. That was impactful. Now everybody's waiting to see what happens to all the other people that also have been accused of things. Is it just going to be a slap on the wrist, or is everybody going to see court time and jail time?
Yeah. Know? So I didn't catch what happened.
He's convicted. It is no more talking. No more talking. He
really?
Yeah. You know how comedians they tell a joke and they wait for the crowd to react.
Right.
And the crowd's reacting. and he ain't laughing, and woo. And so, bless those people who, I'm gonna say bless those accusers, because I know that had to be major. Can you imagine somebody that you're accusing and they're so big there's nothing you can do about it, and it just seems like he's laughing at you like you can't do nothing to me, and it happened.
Wow.
But my reason for mentioning that is that it impacts people, and that is what this medium does. That's what social media does. Social media impacts. It doesn't just impact one person; it can impact everyone. Everyone that's plugged in can be impacted by the things that happen in this world today. When I was a kid, I used to hear that one day I would hear prophecy, and they said one day the whole world would see two witnesses laying there. They would say things like that. And as a kid, you'd say, well, how is that possible? How can people all over the world be privy to something that would happen in Jerusalem or in Texas for that matter? But today, this thing called social media, this thing called internet, they're starting to merge and become one thing for me. It used to be, when I thought internet, I used to think of search engines. I used to think of Google. I would think of Google, Yahoo, Bing. I would think of social media. I would think of Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. But they're starting to merge now. YouTube used to be, you said video, you used to think YouTube. But now it's all of these mediums now host and prominently display video, streaming video. We watch TV on our phones. I watched the playoff game on my phone. I was in line and I was still watching the Cavaliers come back and win. I saw LeBron hit a shot that could literally be remembered as one of the greatest shots, for his career. Everybody talks about Jordan, but this guy's trying to make his legacy. He's trying to come back. So, big ups to everybody who's trying to make their goal. And this is what we use this for, to help people reach their goals. I have a company in Texas called Texas Techs with an S. They do home theater installation, home theater, home theater and TV mounting, and they do all kind of handyman services. And these guys, I remember when they started, they were just in like Bedford, Texas, and in the last year, they're all over the Metroplex, and the Metroplex there is not as bad. Dallas Metroplex, Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex is not as big as Los Angeles County, but it's pretty big. And for somebody to watch somebody's business go from, door to door to city, okay, and then soon state to state is exciting. One of our guests, Kimmy was supposed to come back today, but Kimmy, I'm looking at people with all kind of emergencies today on my phone. They could not be on the show today, and I guess we'll have to just get them in next week. I guess it's the end of the month. So have you faced any challenges this week? I mean, we've been doing some things. Today we were going to go remote, and now I wish we had gone remote, because the main reason I didn't want to get in the field today was because of the call-ins.
Right.
And so tell me a little bit about getting out today. How'd that go yesterday?
Fantastic. So I did a pilot show that was amazing. I got Jill, it's Diamond Jill. Right. She's out here in Santa Clarita. She goes and buys stuff and does estate sales, right? She buys all these houses full of stuff, and then she sells it. Well, we went and did a little 2-hour video thing and went out there live. She got over 5,000 people go and look at that video. and she has been busy selling stuff and moving her product and getting the attention out that she needed within only 2 hours, and had been struggling with this for about a week now, trying to get out there and get the attention going. So the mobile broadcast system is amazing. Comes with a stabilizer, wireless microphone. We have the microphone flag that you now see on the mic that's in your screen. Cool. So essentially doing the same thing we're doing here in the studio, right out there on location at any given time.
Okay, man, I think that's cool. So we're going to get out today. If I could, I'd get up and walk out right now just to go out there. It's so beautiful outside today.
It's a beautiful weekend. It's going to be amazing. So there's got to be something out there that people are going to be doing. Post your comments. If you're watching, post your comments. Let us know what your plans are for this weekend, where you're going to be, and maybe some events.
I'm looking at, and how did Rock and Racing go?
Amazing. That also is climbing in the numbers. It's currently, I think it was at 5,000 views on the last look that I had. We had over 1,000 people tune in during the show. At the end of the show, we had so much feedback. I mean, it is growing exponentially each and every week.
Man, it's amazing to me that one demographic. Every week I learn something new. We can have something that it may not be your niche. Okay, I'm speaking to everybody because you don't know who's listening, but it may not be your niche, but the people who are in your niche are looking for good entertainment. They're looking for quality entertainment. They're always looking for something that interests them. I was explaining to a friend, the evolution of some of the traditional media that social media is replacing. And one of them was, it was a time where businesses used to wonder, how do we reach a person that likes this one thing? Like, I'll give you an example. You have people who collect guns. Mm-hmm. Well, everybody doesn't collect guns, but for people who collect guns, they got a magazine that for people who collect guns. Now, I don't buy it, you don't buy it, but the people who collect guns buy it. And that's called a niche. And there's so many niches. And what's happened in today's world, it used to just be magazines and trade shows and things that those people who had a common passion for used to attend. But now everything went to TV, and it went to TV years ago. Home Shopping Network, ESPN.com, the Cooking Channel, Nickelodeon, shows just for kids. And then Disney Channel, the shows that are just for priests. And there's so many.
Did you say shows?
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't. But special. That's a niche. Those are niche. Okay. They have an itch, and that's their
niche. Had an itch.
Yeah, that's their niche. Okay. But there are people who are looking for something that only they like, and then they want to do it. We found out that on Rockin' and Racing that there are people who just love NASCAR, that just love
it's drag racing.
Drag.
Yeah.
No, that why you put me on the spot like
you boy, everybody's gonna go nuts.
Rockin' Racing. And only if Rockin' Racing's watching, because yeah. You remember when Steve was talking about deep sea fishing?
It's like saying golf and tennis are the same.
No, they're not. But you know, golf is, don't you pass that little white ball back and forth?
They're both just as boring.
They're both, I'd fall asleep on either one. So what's the difference, right? But no.
You could take a nap during golfing, wake up, and not really miss much.
That's true. I was excited when Tiger Woods was because when Tiger Woods was prominent, it was fun for me because they never stopped talking about his personal life.
That was all the drama.
Yeah, if without drama, there's nothing there. Another niche. So a niche that's not mine that I noticed was there's these shows that come on there, these reality shows. On every channel. One channel I was watching, and every show was the same. It was like Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of almost every city. And in all the shows, you said drama a minute ago. Mm-hmm. They're full of drama. Everybody's mad at each other and calling each other out and fighting. But you know what? Those shows make so much money, and they're so popular that one show spawns another show, which spawns another show, which spawns another show. There's nothing but spinoffs and remakes and reunion shows, and it's called niche. That's what it's all about. We understand niche on TV, but do we understand niche in social media? Do you understand that there's somebody that likes what you like, and they're looking for it every day? They go online and they use these certain keywords and key phrases to find the type of they're literally telling marketers what they want to buy their activities. It's called behavioral targeting. When you go on Facebook and you do a boost, which is a targeted ad, they're targeting people with certain geographies, meaning they're located in a specific area. Mm-hmm. They have a specific buying pattern, like they're interested in, like I said earlier, guns. What do people who on those social media, on those dramatic niche housewives shows, what do they have in common? Maybe they have hair weave in common, or makeup, or designer clothes. There's something that they do that everybody who watches that show is into. I would say drama. Maybe that's the key word I'm gonna start using when I start doing these search groups. When I do a group on Facebook, I'm gonna start putting drama in the keyword. People who like drama. Maybe we'll get some some deep targeting. But you got to figure out what your niche is in your business. So like we were talking to Tracy, I would say the niche would be people who like to travel. What kind of people like to travel? People with expendable income. People who have kids and want to get away. People who have an empty nest now and don't have kids, and they want to start living their life because for their last 30 years, they've dedicated themselves to their children, and now it's time to do them. There are ad groups for people who fit that description, that demographic, and that's what niche is all about. I was hoping we'd have some questions. Let me see. I'm gonna refer to some people who were on here. Steve Schlichting. Steve, his niche right now was people who were filing their taxes. So he was looking for people who do quarterly taxes. One of his key terms was maritime and longshore, overseas, people who are overseas. That was something that I never thought of until I was helping him, man. And I don't know, when he was coming up for it almost exclusively. So he found a niche by just thinking and paying attention out there, seeing, when you get something that's not common, not usual, that right there is a niche. And those people, they need help. And if you're the person that can help them, you need to put that into your ad package, into your media mix. Let me see. What did I want to talk about?
For everyone out there, remember to share the video. Share it to everyone on your timeline or wherever any groups you have, pages.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Anyone that might be interested.
Help me with this. Remember, last week, I think we might have boosted the majority of the shows that we boosted, and the majority of the pages we boosted were usually business oriented. They were like Facebook business pages. But let's talk about groups. There's a lot of people that want to promote their groups, and I know their groups are not always commercial intent. Most of the groups are for fun, but I find that groups are a great place to share your information if you have permission to share information in those groups. That's a great way to get in front of a lot of people, specific people. We don't really boost groups though. So
you cannot promote a group.
Mm-hmm.
You can. But you can't do the paid. There's no paid advertisement for a group,
right?
So you got to get creative. You got to get out there and create a page, promote that, and then bring them in. Groups are kind of, they're not easy.
They're taboo for me because
there's a lot of rules.
Like, I got a question. You ever been blocked from a group?
Oh, every day. God,
okay.
I got blocked today.
so it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite area to go into when it comes to promotion, especially within the Facebook network.
It's definitely a territory you want to read up on before you get too crazy into it.
Right, and you got to really read their rules of the engagement, because when you join most groups, they let you know. They'll even give you a question. Some of them hit you back. I had one, I just liked it, and I swear for a solid month, I got a text every day asking me more about myself because they wouldn't admit me into the group until I answered certain questions. And I just was like, decline. It was just a group that I clicked on. Somebody shared it with me, and I may have been a like ladder. Okay.
Like ladders aren't bad. I like the like ladders when I need to get a page moving.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is you want to be part of the like ladder group that you really know and trust, because when you get into some of these bots, it gets really kind of.
I got one
sketchy.
that the graphic in the back, the banner graphic had like an explosion on it, and I wasn't really sure what the content was because I couldn't read. I couldn't translate. I had to go to Google Translate to read what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those that I just had to decline. Okay. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit, and I was tiptoeing in this area, but, traditional media, I was talking about, magazines. I was talking about photo sharing. I was talking about streaming video. I was talking about printed media. I was talking about resumes and networking. I was talking about letters and greeting cards. These are all things. This was all traditional things people used to use. And then, of course, radio and TV. And I have coined a phrase. I don't know if I invented it. I think I did. But I think when I was talking about traditional media, social media, I was thinking that just like I talk about propaganda every week, and how propaganda after the war ended, propaganda was no longer necessary by that name. The name propaganda became via Bernays. It became public relations, controlling their thought by feeding them images via media. And back then it was just radio. It was radio. It was movie newsreels, and there wasn't TV yet. So it was just those forms of media were put in the masses to keep the masses on one mindset. And when the war ended, they had this wonderful Freudian technique of mind manipulation, and they just became public relations, and they became marketing and advertising. Those words had not really been used before. That was what it became. And so I coined this phrase because Bernays called it public relations. So he had this whole era of public relations. And it's when the marketing and advertising took the shape in the form of propaganda, but they called it something good. They took something they didn't want to say, hey, we're manipulating you into buying this. They were commercials where everybody smoked. And they came to the conclusion later that that was a way to manipulate people into smoking. So they took smoking off of TV. When we were growing up, when we were kids on I Love Lucy, they smoked. They smoked on Dick Van Dyke. They smoked on Mo Show. I think they smoked on Leave It to Beaver.
I think they did.
I
think you're right.
They walked in, they took a cigarette, and that sponsor.
It was very common.
Right. So if I had a sponsor someone who did an ad experience, and they were, man, could you think what we could do on the air in California because what's legal? Wow, that would be deep. But anyway, that's product placement. They would pull out a pack of cigarettes, pop it, pull one out, and fire it up. Pop. There's a cigarette right there. And that was still manipulated. People looked at that and they said, wow, that's really cool. If you want to be like Ricky Smoke on Bewitched, they had a drink on every episode. They'd walk in the room and Darren and what was her name? Samantha. Darren, I don't know. I don't remember how much Samantha smoked, but I remember her being drunk. She was a drunk witch. That was funny.
She was a drunk witch.
She was funny. Uncle Arthur was drunk. He was funny. But they stopped doing that. But it was one of the strongest forms of marketing and advertising. Remember, propaganda, public relations, marketing and advertising. So that's what those companies did. And I have come to the conclusion that social media is the new world order of traditional media. Okay. Mm-hmm. What is now social media, and it's called by a nice name. It's friendly. The line has been blurred. There's no social media for children, really. I mean, children are on Facebook. They tried, what's it called? MySpace. MySpace wasn't really for children. It was younger. It was a younger generation, but it eventually morphed into Facebook, and it didn't accidentally do that. It was basically sabotaged. It was ruined, and so that Facebook could be elevated. I remember Orkut, and there was the other one. Oh my God, Orkut wasn't that Google?
I don't know. I never really got too far into it.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
It was Google before Google Plus.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was their stab at trying to have a social media network, but it just didn't take off. And the funny thing was Google was so popular, but their social media channel didn't work. So they've changed it to Google Plus. Now it's Google Plus.
So we got a comment here from Chris Ray. He says, you're right. They're getting into your subconscious.
So we're okay. Hey, thanks, Chris. Yeah, that's what they were getting into during propaganda. It was obvious. People did it. When they put if you go to social media, if you go to the social media business builder page on Facebook, there's 1 million examples of propaganda. And I also have a lot of examples of how it's crossed over into social media. And that's what we do. We do get into your subconscious. But if you have a business, you want to get in the subconscious of your target. And that's what you're doing. I'm just not. The only difference between me is I'm not going to wear the mask. I'm going to tell you what it is we're doing. We're doing the same thing that they did. I'm just going to tell you that's what we're doing. I'm not going to tiptoe around it and act like that's not what we're doing. If you have a beauty salon and you're in a specific zip code, you want everybody in that zip code to know that if they want to get their hair done and they let's say it's sew and weave, you need to let them know I do sew and weave. But now when you put pictures up, you're not going to talk about the dangers of sew and weave. You're going to talk about how beautiful I'm going to make you look. And people are not even going to consider the negative. They're just going to call and book. That's how it works. Whatever it is, you gotta have people. You gotta have people to have customers. To have customers, you have to make money. You won't make money if you don't market them. You can't just put your product and think people are going to just pick it up and come with it, especially when there's so many other people out there. I was talking to a friend of mine. She's in a niche area of medical, and she was saying the guy that started her company is a genius because he picked something where there's no competition. It's only maybe 3-4 competitors in his entire industry, and that seems really brilliant. But it's not an accident. Your competition, either you're going to allow your competition to eat with you, or a lot of times you have to take away from their market share to survive. In California, there's 88 cities in Los Angeles County. Now, can you imagine if everybody was created equal? 88 cities that are all equal? They're not. There's Santa Clarita is the 3rd largest city in Los Angeles County. And trust me, it's not the same as the smaller cities. It's not. The opportunities are not there. The volume is not there. One thing funny about this little city, it's not little. The thing about this city is there's so much business. You literally can drive from one end to the other and you see mountains everywhere you look. But where there's not a mountain, there's a business. Wherever there's not a mountain, there's somebody making money. And these people are, even though they're in the mountains, they still have a online presence. They all do. When I talk to someone who doesn't, it's always a concern of theirs. How do I build mine? How do I get more? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me see if you have any more comments. I have to, sometimes, Chris, you have to remind me because I'm looking on the screen and I'll look away and I won't see those comments.
Right. Yeah. No other comment. I mean, we had Hander.
Let me go to Hater Ali. Hey, Hater. Let me just like that.
I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
Nothing, just a thumbs up.
Is that a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. We have I was explaining, we have a lot of people from overseas on our show.
They have different emojis.
Yes.
I just learned that.
I'm like, where'd that come from?
Yeah. They use different emojis. So yeah, it's
I put this in here. These were my traditional media that we grew up. I say we, you did too. National Enquirer. What was that known for?
Fake news.
Okay. So now you got Twitter, TMZ, World.
Now you have online inquirers.
You can't even tell fake news on when you're looking in your news feed sometimes. It looks just like CNN, but it's not. It looks just like NBC. It was NBC. What is it? Is it
Yeah, NBC, ABC, all of those network broadcasts. Yeah.
When you thought of pictures, when you were coming up and you had relatives, they used to break out the what? Photo albums, right?
Right.
What's that now? That's Facebook and Instagram.
Right.
It used to be Flickr too. Flickr still exists, but I hadn't looked at Flickr in a while, and I think Yahoo owns Flickr. So that's what people do now. Do you have a photo album? Do you even have a photo album at your house?
No, I don't have anything like that.
Okay. It's digital. No longer. My mom has them. My aunt in Atlanta has the photo albums. My sister Carmen has photo albums. They have photo albums, but I haven't seen them. I know they're there. I don't see them like we used to. It used to be something you did. It was common. You walked in and you looked at photo albums. People pull their phone out immediately, and they can stream their photos. I stream if I do show a photo, a slideshow, an album, I can put it on the screen on my computer on the TV. That's what they do now.
So we'll take some calls.
We could take calls and ad experiences for those who are out there. I'm not seeing enough.
So if anyone out there wants to give a call in and ask Kirk some questions, 661-249-9444 is the phone number. And if you have a problem, maybe you have a question, maybe you've experienced something you'd like to share with the rest of the world here, and could help us all out. Give us a call. We'd love to discuss it, talk to you about it.
I was thinking about, my mind goes everywhere. The best invention ever for entrepreneurs. And I would have to say was the iPhone. I know there's other phones out there, but I had made an observance that there's no excuse to fail online anymore. Excuses are usually just negative perspectives. Okay. If a person doesn't reach that target group and that demographic I was talking about earlier, it's just because they're not trying. With these phones, someone called me and said, one of my friends sells products, and she was on a train and she was headed to Texas, and called and said, yeah, I'm on this train. It's so beautiful, this and that. And I'm like, how many pictures have you taken? And there was this pause, like, oh my God, I'll call you back. Why? You're missing that opportunity. And you have a phone that literally has an unending amount of bandwidth when it comes to taking photos, because you can put them on the cloud. And you're traveling across country and you have a product and you have an opportunity for product placement in a foreign location. And that opportunity can't be missed. If someone provides a service and they never take pictures of the work they do, they're missing opportunity to share their portfolio with whoever's watching. I don't want to miss this opportunity. And I think that, especially with the opportunity, with most of the platforms and channels adapting to streaming and video presentation, live video, you don't miss that, because everybody's algorithm on these channels ranks live video very highly. Remember we talked to Jendia last week? Mm-hmm. She's going live. She's doing a live video this evening.
Nice.
Something happened. She was supposed to call in. Same thing. But when she does her live video, I guarantee you, when she gets through and she looks at how many people has watched this show, we'll be getting a call, because you are only, when you're doing a live video on your Facebook page, you got to realize that the people, your audience is basically your followers. Okay. Mm-hmm. And there was a number we came to. I hate to do this to you, Chris. I ask you questions all the time because you were my witness. What was the magic number for followers when we were looking at like large numbers of Facebook pages, business pages? What was that magic number?
Well, for
friends, followers. Remember, not across our network, when we were looking at new people, they usually had 31.
Oh, 31, 32. It was always it was like if you do anything on Facebook because there's rules, right? Mm-hmm. It's like playing a video game. You can't go to level 12 without going through 9 and 10, right?
Right.
And so if those levels haven't been completed, it just stops. And so without completing any of the levels, directly right out of the box, you can get 31 or 32 new fans without doing really anything on Facebook.
Right.
And we saw that across the board with all of these businesses. They made the page, they put their name out there, and it's sat.
Right. Well, do you remember his name when you first signed up for MySpace? Who was your first friend? Do you remember that? That's a trivia question.
Oh yeah, that was
starts with the T.
Huh?
Starts with a T.
Tom. That's right. I was like, who the hell's Tom? Everybody is like, yeah.
You're baked. You're baked if you don't remember Tom. Come on, Tom. And then so everybody got, when you got on Facebook, you got Zuckerberg.
Yeah, you got Zuckerberg now.
You know, that was who you got. And but that who settled with one friend on any of these networks?
Right.
Well, that's what, to me, settling on 100 likes is like settling on one friend on social media. You've got so many people that you can draw from. Every person on your page is an opportunity to reach everyone on their page. And I say this, I know the people who understand it are like, duh, but the people who are sitting on 100 likes, it's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. It hurts. It hurts me to watch that.
You have that video up. All right. So let's do this. I'm looking at Shoes That Cruise. Thank you, everyone, for going and liking the page. All those that are tuned in, it looks like the page is starting to get a little attention. Everyone go and like Shoes That Cruise. Cool page. As well as or Tracy Lincoln. Right?
Tracy Lincoln Travel.
Shoes That Cruise. Yeah. Cool page. Lots of great photos. She's doing a great job.
Yeah. You know that
you're helping her with that, though.
Is it obvious?
Yeah.
Is it obvious that my fingers?
You can see your fingers have been all over this page, but it looks great. I mean, you got it all organized. Well, it probably only took a little bit of work.
I can't say. I won't say what it took. I'm not giving up the recipe. I talked to another friend that does travel, very big. He has his teams are in Spain. He has teams in Spain, France, and he's in Texas, right? And he talked to me today. Is his Sabbath, so I talked to him probably Sunday. He'll talk to me about it because he'll look at the show and he'll call me. And the thing is, his pages are actually the pages are probably better than her page was. Okay. But if you look at the engagement and if you look at the following, it's like night and day. And this guy's he's hyper successful, but his biggest, room of area of growth, his biggest room of growth is social media. Self-admitted. He admits it. He says, this is where I got to grow. And we had a brief conversation about it. I could tell it really disturbed his complacency because he's thinking, I know I need to do better. It was just do what? That's the question. I spoke to a female owner of a construction company in Texas and California. And she was saying the same thing. She's ready to start doing the social media. But in our conversation, what it exposed was that she had no idea what to do with the social media. Right. And very high IQ people, especially business owners, they have this little edge. When you have the money, you don't really want to answer questions you don't know the answers to. So sometimes that's a hard conversation. So I'm gonna have that conversation right now because if you're not on the line with me, you can't argue. Your captive audience. All you can do is look away. Like the puppy does when you yell at it and the puppy looks away. You can look away, but you got to look back. You got to address the shortcomings in your social media. If you don't do anything in social media, you're robbing your business of a whole demographic, a bunch of demographics. You don't even know what you're missing just because you won't do it. So you know what? I don't know if you had this happen, Chris, when you talk to people about social media, but there are some people who think that they're anonymous. They think that I don't have a Facebook page, so therefore no one knows I'm here. Not true. Okay. You're not effectively marketing for sure, but you can't hide from what did George Orwell call him, Big Brother. You can't hide from it. They're looking, but I'm not advertising for Big Brother. Big Brother's already watching you. Okay. We're talking about little brother and little sister. That's who's buying. Okay. That's the buying populace. You're missing this demographic because you won't have a Facebook page. It's not even necessary that you go on your Facebook page and do anything, because trust and believe they know where you are. Problem is, Big Brother, knows where you are, but that ain't who you're marketing to. You're marketing to everyone else, and they're looking, and they do not see your business. And if you're making just enough money to pay your bills, and I'm talking about your business bills, it's not good. You won't survive. You won't survive in Southern California if you're just breaking even. You have to make a profit, return on investment. That does not happen without increasing customers. Customers go away. You don't keep the same customers all the time. If you're a barber, you cut their hair once, maybe a week. If they're good, customers might come back weekly. Some people get their hair cut once a month. So you can only count on that person at one time, or that twice, or that, maybe 2 times a month. It's not going to feed you. You need frequency. You need volume. You need more people. If you think, and I'm gonna apply this to whatever kind of industry you're in, whatever your background is, whatever your industry is, these numbers are the same. It's just math. It's just math. If you sell something and you buy it for this price, you sell it for this price, there's a missing X factor is the customer, the number of customers, not one customer, but the number of customers. That's how you make your profit. That's how you have a business that's growing and thriving. So those are things I want to make sure we're focused on.
And we have about 2 minutes left on the broadcast here.
Okay.
So if anyone would like to get some advertising, get some sponsorship, support this show, there's the link right there. Go to radiobuzz.com/shop. Ask Kirk Lockhart, Online Media Strategist is the URL. It's right there in the comments on the screen. Click on that. $45. You get your name down in the lower third, just like Tracy did. And we'll get all the promotions. Looks like Tracy is going to keep climbing here. She's about another 200 or 300 fan likes. So thank you all those that are tuning in. We had a solid 150.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. We're fluctuating. You can see the number going. We're 187 right now. So
we had a show where
that's really cool. Most everyone went and liked it. Thank you.
We had a show that originally there was only, I think one of the early shows, there was like 75 people watching. I thought that was bad until it went on after the show went live. After we uploaded it, that show ended up with like 4,000 views.
Yeah.
That's amazing, But what I noticed about the people that are on Facebook Live, I don't see that same result. I'm not seeing that, But if you have a live show, and you want to do a broadcast, I want you to contact us. I think the information, make sure that's in the description so they can contact Radio Buzz.
Just shoot us a message. Okay. Just click on Radio Buzz and send us a message. We'll receive it. And Kirk gets it. I get it. Everybody gets it. So, hello. Bola? Yeah, Bola's out there. Bola. Thank you so much for joining us. She says hello there.
Hello, Bola. Bola.
Yeah, so real simple. Just send us a message right there. Mm-hmm. Click on Radio Buzz, send a message. Comes right in the email box. Kirk gets it. I get it. Joe Walla gets it.
Joe.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we all get it. So that way, if anything comes up, we got to jump on, especially advertising and making money and promoting people.
I'm going to give a few quick shout outs for those. You know who you are. Texas Tech's Kim Stenchins, bit of this, bit of that. Savage Cleaning Services, Totally Awesome Upscale Salon, Quaff Studios, Is Love Enough, The Book, Destin Designs, ShoesThatCruise, of course, we're highlighting. Let me see if there's anybody else I really wanted to shout out to. Oh, again, Marquette's Creative Parties and Events. And I just want to, let me see. That's all I want to give a shout out to today. It's kind of
Nice. Well, cool. Well, we're going to wrap things up. We're just about expired here.
Oh, Carmen Concord.
Carmen. Yes.
Yeah, Carmen. Carmen's off today. See, you missed this opportunity. I should have had her on the show today.
Right. So if anyone wants to support the show, we what is it? We share your Facebook page and we promote you. So with your support, we will promote you. And Tracy got her 200, maybe actually more. It looks like she got about 300.
Okay. Congratulations,
yeah.
Tracy.
It looks like everyone went over there and liked it. So thank you very much for everyone doing that. If you would like to get more views on your fan page, just go ahead and support the show. And next show, we'll do that.
We definitely will. As always, if you want to increase your online presence, if you want to enhance your online reputation, if you want to make sure that you're reaching your niche market, if you want to make sure it's being done on a daily basis and not being missed and overlooked, who do you ask, Chris?
Ask Kirk.
That's right. Ask Kirk Lockhart.
And you call Ghostbusters.
We'll see you guys next week.
Awesome. Thank you, Kirk, so much.
Thank you.
RadioBuzz.com. That's Ask Kirk. This has been the Kirk Lockhart Media Strategist, online media strategist.
I'm ready to go play. I'm ready to go play. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, let's go and play in the sun. We'll see you guys next week.
You want to let me ride your motorcycle?
No.
I'm going to keep asking. You want to let me ride your motorcycle?
We'll see you guys next week at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Time.